The royal family is bracing for an unavoidable confrontation as Prince Andrew prepares to re-enter the inner circle at a deeply intimate family occasion this Friday. What should be a joyful celebration, the christening of his granddaughter, has been branded a very tricky situation that sets the stage for a potentially very awkward encounter between the disgraced former prince and the men who stripped him of his titles, King Charles and Prince William. The return to the royal fold, an awkward reunion. The event forcing this high-stakes family reunion is the christening of Athena, the second daughter of Princess Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mazzi. The ceremony is scheduled for this Friday at the historic Chapel Royal at St. James's Palace. This marks a significant moment, as it is reportedly the first royal event that Andrew and his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, will attend since both were formally stripped of their senior titles. Andrew is set to attend Princess Beatrice's daughter's christening on Friday alongside senior royals, in what King Charles' former butler calls a very tricky situation for the family. King Charles and Prince William are reportedly set for a very awkward encounter with the disgraced former Prince Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor at an upcoming family event. This Friday, Andrew and his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, who are parents to Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, are expected to mingle with senior members of the royal family. The occasion is one of immense personal significance for the family, yet it is utterly overshadowed by the dramatic fallout from Andrew's involvement with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, the allegations he has consistently denied, and his subsequent removal from public life. He relinquished his titles, including the Duke of York, and was ordered to vacate the disputed Royal Lodge, a property he shared with his ex-wife Sarah, who also lost her Duchess rank. In what is said to be their first royal event since being stripped of their titles, Andrew and Sarah will attend the christening of their granddaughter, Athena, at the Chapel Royal at St. James's Palace. Athena is the second daughter of Beatrice and her husband, Edoardo Mazzi, a property developer she wed in 2020. The strained dynamic, king, heir, and the disgraced brother. The complexity of the situation is best articulated by Grant Harold, King Charles' former butler. Harold notes that all key senior royals, King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Kate, will naturally have been invited, making the reunion inevitable. However, the occasion presents a very tricky situation, according to King Charles' former butler, Grant Harold, who suggests that senior royals may choose to keep a distance. Speaking exclusively to Reach, Grant elaborates, Beatrice's daughter's christening is coming up this week, which will likely see Andrew reunited with his wider family. The tension arises directly from the decisions made at the highest levels of the monarchy. King Charles and Prince William were the principal figures behind the move to permanently sideline Andrew from royal duties. He continued, as with any royal christening, members of the extended family will be there, so I imagine King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William and Kate will have been invited. And of course, as the new arrival's grandfather, Andrew will likely have a key role, even if there are reports that his relationship with Beatrice isn't strong at the moment. It will be very awkward for certain members of the family, especially the King and Prince William. They made the decision to strip Andrew of his titles, so the reunion will be very awkward. It's a very, very tricky situation. Harold predicts an atmosphere of extreme caution, with senior royals potentially choosing to keep a distance to manage the optics and avoid any public perception of reconciliation. Despite the institutional conflict, the personal connection remains paramount. The King and William are still extremely close to Beatrice and will not miss this important family milestone. The code of silence, protecting the public image. The ultimate goal for all parties is damage control. Harold suggests that conversations will take place beforehand to ensure nothing goes wrong on the day, an acknowledgement that the most important thing is protecting the integrity of the occasion and the reputation of the crown. It's possible that senior members of the family will keep a distance. Conversations will happen in advance, as they won't want anything to go wrong on the day. But the king and William are still extremely close to Beatrice, and they will want to be part of this special occasion. Andrew, who has consistently denied the allegations against him, announced in October that he would relinquish his royal titles, including the Duke of York, amid intense media scrutiny over his connections to the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. He was also stripped of his prince title and has been ordered to vacate the long-disputed royal lodge, which he had shared with his ex-wife. Sarah also faced a fall from grace, losing her rank of Duchess, and is now simply known as Sarah Ferguson. Grant further emphasized that the family will be very careful about what information enters the public domain, specifically claiming they will not want to be seen as having any sort of close relationship with Andrew going forward. The survival of the monarchy's public image necessitates maintaining a clear, professional boundary between the core working members and the disgraced former prince. Speaking further about the upcoming family gathering, Grant said he believes they will be very careful about what enters the public domain, claiming that they don't want to be seen as having any sort of close relationship with Andrew going forward. Fortunately for the royals, the venue and the couple involved suggest the event will remain highly private. Beatrice and Eduardo, who handled their wedding with minimal public exposure, are likely to limit the release of photos, ensuring that the necessary awkwardness remains behind closed doors. He suggested that this may not be an issue anyway, as Beatrice and Eduardo are very private, theorizing that it would be unlikely for the public to see any photos from the event. Grant observed that the couple's wedding followed a similar pattern, with only a handful of photos made public, suggesting that it's unlikely Beatrice and Eduardo will share numerous pictures on social media. He further commented, "At the end of the day, this is Princess Beatrice and Edo's day. Nobody will want personal drama to cause any upset. In the end, the focus must remain on the central event, the christening of Athena." As Harold concludes, nobody will want personal drama to cause any upset. Yet, the family gathering remains a profound test of the line between personal loyalty and institutional necessity.